Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, October 14th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Today, I would characterize as a crappy day, but it's, I've seen a lot crappier days than today. It's crappy because um, we saw a lot of profits go up in smoke, but we still ended the day profitable on both ends of the equation. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. You can see here what happened with the Dow. It took another small dive. It's certainly not a sell-off, but it tried to rally right after the open, which actually hurt us because we had short positions in UVXY. That was just enough to make those positions unprofitable. Then it turns around and goes down and bounces around here and starts moving sideways at lower levels. Officially, the Dow finished down 166 points. Um, and the problem uh, with this is we had one really bad position go bad on us this morning, and then the rest of the stuff just didn't go very well either. So we saw $14,000 in open trade equity that we had on the close yesterday wilt down to positive $3,400. So, we go from 14,000 to 3,000 in terms of what we actually closed out today. So that's that feels like an $11,000 loss. It was not on the ledger sheet. We still made $3,400 on what we closed out. And then I was quite surprised that with the slide, uh, we got into 11 positions. That's quite a few positions on a day that the Dow goes down. But we got in 11 new positions, 5 positive, 6 negative, but we're carrying positive $1,300 going into tomorrow. And I've said this before. I don't like to have a lot of positions with such a small positive equity. And all I can say, it's better to have it a little positive than big negative. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But it was just rough waters today. Let me show you three of the stocks, and I'm going to show you the terrible one that really messed up our day. I talked about this yesterday. This is Sorrento Therapeutics, SRNE, and we had bought this yesterday, almost the high tick of the day, but it really didn't close negatively on us. And then in the aftermarket, it just plunged. And I said, it looked like $8,000 a plunge in the aftermarket. And of course, some people will say, "Oh, it'll come back. It'll come back." Hey, look, I've been through this so many times. They don't come back. And what happens is, and I don't know if I want to be quoted on a newspaper saying this, but insiders in this company know what's going to happen. And while this thing is ticking sideways yesterday, the CEOs and girlfriends of the CEOs and aunts and uncles of the CEOs and friends of the CEOs are selling like crazy. They're either taking profits here or um, shorting the thing. And then in the aftermarket, right after the thing's closed, they make an announcement and down it goes. And that I've seen this so many times, happen so many times in biotech. It's just, biotech is very um, profitable for us, but it's treacherous because of these incidences, and they're fairly common. They come up quite a bit, and it happened in Sorrento Therapeutics yesterday. So, yeah, we buy it here, we sell it here. That's a $7,000 loss. Bammo. And when you start the day that way, it's pretty hard to recover, and we're lucky to get out of the day with some small profits with it. We had some good trades too, and this was the trade that offset Sorrento Therapeutics. This is MGI, which is MoneyGram International Incorporated, and we had bought this yesterday, or beginning the second hour. It closed really nicely yesterday, and then just bumped up a little for us this morning, and we took $9,000 in profits out of MoneyGram International Incorporated. And we had a crystal ball and held it and sold it on the close, we could have made several $1,000s more, but that's not the system. We got out there and made $9,000. And then I got to tweak this around a little. Um, as far as trades we got into today, this is the best one. This is NETE, which is Net Element Incorporated. And this thing took off this morning. We grabbed it as soon as we could. And it did go against us, and then it took off, and then went back down, and came back on the last 15 minutes of the day. And we're holding $3,700 in Net Element Incorporated. That looks like a pretty good trade. So, yeah, we got knocked around today, but hey, we still made some money. We'll just hang on, play the system. That's how you make money over time. Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Thursday.